I'm just having an air battle on the screen. Hang on a minute while I machine yet another balloon. Oh boy. Anyway, listen to this. Just turn this. As you can see, I am really busy in my studio. And oh, the work schedule is so heavy. Just get rid of that. Turn the TV off. Okay. Where was I? Oh yes. Good morning. Oh dear. The frustration. Things are. I'm not very good at waiting for stuff. The motors are still on the way. These are from the company that's building the motors for me. These are some of the diagrams to give dimensions and sizes. I'm working to the dimensions that they've given me, and I have a friend just down the road called Andy. He has a company called Hull Tech Engineering, and he is old school, so it's very high quality. And I gave him the dimensions and some drawings to make these. This is what's going to hold the motor in place. If I show you this, that is the half shaft that comes from the motor, which is in the hub, and the half shaft will slide into there, and there's a keyway in both the half shaft and this block that's going to hold the motors. Had two made, one for both sides, and they fit into this 3x2 aluminium channel. Those will be fixed into place. I've yet to determine exactly, because they've got to match up with the brake caliper holders. So when the wheel is in place, the brake calipers will be in the same place they've always been, and they will be, and the brake disc should be precisely in the centre of the jaws of the calipers. Simple. But in actual fact, this is simple. This is a very simple. Oh, I like it so much. It's out on the floor. Oh, crikey. And this is a very simple idea, and it is very easy to make, even in a home garage. I mean, these still weighs next to nothing. Now, these motors are being made special for me because now I'm going to what I want to point out is the world is changing. The world is always changing, and technology moves on, and things get better, and things improve, and things get invented. This hub motor is a 10-inch diameter motor, and it will have 3.5 by 10 tyres that are going to go on to this. Normally, well, they're scooter tyres, and they're sort of road rough for both. But these motors, mine are being made because they don't make one that's 1,000 watt. They consider 1,000 watt too small. So hang on a minute. Why am I using 1,000 watt motors when I could easily fit a 2,000 watt motor and another one on that side, which would be 4 4,000 or 4 kilowatts output on just the rear axle without counting the front. These motors, in the exact same dimensions, with the exact same half shaft, which would fit this, hang on to your hollyhocks. These can be bought today from China, and they're 12 kilowatt each. That would mean I could have a 12 kilowatt motor and a 12 kilowatt motor, 24 kilowatts of power on this scooter. Added together with the front, that comes to getting on for 40 horsepower. Just when you're looking at scooters that are on sale today, and this is one of the reasons that I built Woody, I looked at the scooters that were on offer and I thought, well, these would be all right in 1960, probably nearer 1955, and they're still the same. So I designed and built this because I wanted something that matched me. I wanted for myself. This could be 40 kilowatts. The battery wouldn't last 5 minutes, of course, and to cope with that sort of power. But I mean, the run-of-the-mill motors are 8 kilowatt each, so that would be 16 kilowatt on the back of this for their standard motors. That's 20 odd horsepower straight away, and the batteries would probably last for about 5 miles. I don't know, but battery technology also is moving on, and the space in here, from what I've learned, we're not far off having the option of buying sodium solid state batteries that have a higher power density than lithium ion, and they're safer. The moment they become available, this scooter will have sodium ion solid state batteries fitted. Roll on the day. You can already buy a car with solid state batteries made by BYD. The Americans are really pushing forward on the development of solid state batteries. It's not going to be long before batteries match the power of these things. I grumble about scooters having those carbon bush motors. I mean, the formats, they're lazy. Manufacturers, you are lazy. Come on now. Anybody can get a transaxle, slap a motor on it, on a differential, couple of wheels, stick it on the back of the scooter, whack in a lead acid antique battery, put on a seat over the top and call it a mobility scooter. They go one step further. They call it heavy duty. Heavy duty. Oh, God, Bennett. If you see an advert for a scooter, if they utter the words heavy duty, look somewhere else. If they're having to describe what they're trying to sell as heavy duty, there's something seriously wrong. Heavy duty is a JCB digger or a Challenger tank or a Cat bulldozer. You could describe that as heavy duty. They weigh about 16 tons. A little scooter with a little motor and a little lead acid battery that weighs far too much is not heavy duty. The next thing they do is tell you that it's all terrain. As far as I know, in my mind, there is only Woody and 3 other makes that you could call off-road scooters. 3. Anything else, it's all right across a lumpy lawn, but forget about anything else. Okay, so that's my grumble and moan today. But anyway, I've got these made, ready to be permanently fitted. These motors are still on their way. When they come, of course, Woody will be back to being all-wheel drive mobility trike scooter. And I can't wait, honestly. So there we go. I've had my grumble. Technology is a good thing. It tends to improve things. When Woody started its life with me, it was a burnt out three-wheel scooter that had a lithium battery that burst into flames. It was only a little lithium battery. The lithium battery in this is an absolute monster in comparison. But Woody has improved. You buy a scooter, it will age, it will get old, and eventually it will fall apart. Some do that a lot quicker than others. But Woody has got better and better. This is Woody Mark II, Woody Mark 1. That's where I developed the dual battery thing, which I really like. This has still got the dual battery setup. And I've got better suspension, I've got better design, I've got a lighter, stronger weight. And I've just upgraded the swivel points. And this is a major upgrade, and this is going to have two 1000 watt motors in the back. So even at this low power level, that's 2002 kilowatts is being pumped out the back against the 800 one in front. So this is going to be a 2.8 kilowatt stated. VLDC motors have basically three power ratings. They have the bottom rating, which is the stated, that's the number that they stamp onto the body of the motor. Can be anything. They have the second rating will be the continuous rating. This is where the motor can run without overheating. Its maximum capability to run without overheating. And the third statement would be its peak performance. And all BLDC motors have a peak power output, which is much higher than the stated power output, but you can't use it for long because it overheats. It overheats the battery, and it overheats the motors, and it overheats the wiring. So I tend to run around on Woody on power level 1 or 2. I rarely use power level 3. It's powerful enough without having these new high torque, more powerful motors being put in the back. Right, so 2.8 stated. We'll probably have a continuous power output of about 3.5 kilowatts, which is, on a mobility scooter that only weighs 91 kilos with the batteries, is powerful enough. Okay, so there we go. If you're buying scooters and you want an off-road scooter, look carefully. The sellers will tell you it's off-road. The sellers will tell you it's all-terrain. The reality is, it is more likely not true. There we go, folks. That's my third grumble. My patience. Anyway, there's a challenging air jaw in progress, and I need to shoot down an aircraft towing a purple balloon, and then go machine some balloons being towed by a boat across the water. So I'm so busy. Oh, I wish I'd got those motors now. The weather's nice. So there we go, guys. See you on the next one.